guys, and happy Pride Month. It's June 1st. It's been a pretty while, as you may know. Few updates. I just already finished my last day of first year of college. I passed all of my classes on my first year, and I'm still a student. I just passed my first year of college. And another one is I've been driving a lot, taking my bunny out, you know, all the good stuff. And I'm just doing arts over here on the table. But as you may not know, I might be rearranging my art wall just to make some good arrangements in space. So some of these have been taken, but all of this is going to be taken down. I just need to rearrange. So there's going to be new rearrangements of art stuff and posters everywhere, just to make something clean for like this year's new kind of room you would see whenever I'm filming, if you know what I mean. But anyways, so today's video, we're going to do something different. I asked my Instagram followers, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, it's JasmineHilario19. So, the video I'm going to be doing is reading people's answers of this one question I asked. So, the question I asked is, what's the most diabolical thing people do? And I have my second phone with me. This is old, I know, like, this is my old phone. So I'll be reading my followers' answers, and mostly it's my college friends and my high school friends as well, and my hometown friends. So a few of these are the people that I know, and a few of these are one of my followers. We're going to be reading people's answers of what they think the most diabolical thing people, any human on the earth ever do. If you don't know what a diabolical means, I mean, I'm not saying anyone who's getting too old not knowing the terms. You're not alone in this. I don't even know the terms of like what young Gen Z, like people younger than me are saying, or people around my age are saying, like chopped or huzz or something like that. You're not the only one. If you don't know what diabolical means, it means something like pretty evil or pretty not so good, or something like crazy not so good. That's all I could say. But right now, we're going to be reading people's answers of what's the most diabolical thing people ever done. Let's just get started. Okay, I just put my phone to this side of my shelf, and the top what it's holding is my old painting that I might be selling. But anyways, other than that, this is the one I was talking about. Not in the process of like taking it all yet. I just got back home going somewhere. So I just took half of these down so I can rearrange, make some arrangements in space, everything like that, so you'll understand. Anyways, the first one, before I do that, I'm not gonna be reading people's names. I'm just gonna be like, the first person said, I'll just keep their names in private for like privacy reasons, if they ever wanted to be private. So the first one, someone said going crazy in theaters during a Minecraft movie. I remember the first time I heard about this, I'm in like disbelief. Like, how can y'all be so confident to act like that? But like, y'all aren't confident when you grew up to be an adult. And not only that, you're not that confident when you do that around your parents, and your parents like just scold you off like that. If your parents ever take you seriously. But it's mostly like teenage boys, I would say, because this is going around TikTok. If you don't know what I'm talking about, teenagers went to an AMC movie, right? And whenever they hear this meme from the Minecraft movie, I won't tell you, or I won't spoil it or anything if no one ever watched the movie. I watched the movie myself, and in my experience, whenever people heard that famous meme line, quote or whatever, no one even does something diabolical. I was the only, like, maybe I was kind of the only oldest person, because I know how to behave, 1, and 2, I'm with my dad, and 3, he paid the popcorn for me. But people who does such things will throw popcorn in the air. There will be so much commotions that police will be involved, and some pretty bad kind of assaults. So if you're ever to go into a movie theater, if you're gonna really act like this, you're really part of the problem here. And to people who are supporting this, you're also part of the problem as well. But my advice to anyone who's going to a movie theater, and if they see a scene or something that makes them want to go crazy, the only thing I'm going to say is just sit down, shush, respectfully shush, be quiet, and not only that, don't ruin other people's moments who wanted to go see the movie so bad. That's all I could say. Yes, you're right, go crazy during the Minecraft movie is not it. Just don't do anything crazy. Don't be throwing popcorn. Don't do anything diabolical craziness in a movie theater, because people who work in a movie theater had to deal with cleaning it up, had to deal with your annoying disruption noises, and not only that, you're the one put yourself first. You're the one like those people who got kicked out, they're the ones that put themselves in this situation at first. Like, what the heck did anyone expect? Next one. The second person says, one of the most diabolical things that people do would be controlling others on FaceTime. Girl, right, it's giving manipulation, especially like in person or online. You don't actually do that. You don't force people you don't force people that are very uncomfortable. If they don't want to do something, don't push them through. I've been in this situation as a young teenager, and I learned that if people try to make me do something that I don't want to do, I'm not doing it, and I don't want to listen to you. Like, you're not my parents or anything. Especially like, no matter how old the person is, like older or younger, just quit forcing people that don't want to do stuff. Like, if you're gonna make people like do the illegal stuff or put them in embarrassment from the whole crowd, just literally don't do it. That doesn't look good on the person's character. That makes them a bad character as well. So I'm glad the person said this, of course. Third person says, recording fights instead of stopping fights and then posted on media. Shaking my head. Like, okay, two things I have in perspective. One, they would be recording if you, like, that person is a witness or someone that knows the person who got into a fight would be using that as evidence. But at the same time, if you're stopping by and you think that's okay to like record it and be like, oh fight, you know, like something like that, and then post it online for people to see, and then the comments be raving, you're also more part of the problem, because you're not even helping to stop the fight or anything. You're just making it like, you're just tripping and doing too much of it. Like for me, I've been witnessing a fight, and what did I do? Either one, I remember I told an adult once that there's a fight going on, because I don't want anyone to get hurt, I don't want anyone to go through violence or get arrested or anything. Two, I would just walk away, mind my business as always, because I always mind my freaking business. And y'all wonder why I'm always alone and all that, or single, because all I do is mind my business. And the third one is, I'm not that dumb to record and like post it online or something like that. That's not what my content be like that. Anyways, the fourth person, when they don't accept rejection or the word no after asking out, or maybe anything else. Yo, I remember one time this person didn't want to accept the word no when I said, no, I don't want to be your partner or anything. Like, absolutely not. I'm not comfortable with that. And then that person's getting mad over it. Like, you're the one that put yourself first. So what the heck did they expect anyway? God, it's mostly the guys, like mostly like men, not like all men, but like men who does this stuff. But I would say either men or women, it don't matter. Just accept the fact that that person don't even want you or don't want to do anything about you or anything. Just accept that. Like, this is my example. This is my bear Snooze, right? So Snooze asked me out. Or, you know what? I'll just pretend I'm Snooze aside. Hey, so I just want to ask if you would like to go out with me sometime. This is what would Snooze say. No, I'm sorry. And then, this is me. If I ever been rejected or turned down as a no. Okay, that's okay. I understand you. It's easy. Just accept the fact that the person just said no, just accept it and be like, okay, okay, sorry about that, and just move on. That's it. Why do you have to be like, why do people have to be this desperate and to be like,
oh, come on, please, or something like that?
Just don't do that. That's giving desperate. Don't do that. Nah. If that was me, I would be going 6 feet under on the pool so bad. Fifth one. Teenage kids without parents be doing the most in public places. It gets bad. Oh my gosh. I always wanted to say something like this. I remember as a young teenager, thought it would be cool if I was ever be like them, so I don't feel alone. But like right now, I'm still aware to this day. Like, I'm 19 years old, and these kids they're younger than me, and they look either old at the same time. But here's the thing: your parents just let you up because they don't know how to be a parent. But if you guys are like doing that, all of this nonsense in public places, and your parents are around you, you wouldn't be doing that if your parents are around you. But if you're doing it without your parents around you, you're gonna go nuts. Like, think about New Jersey, like Wildwood and Ocean City kind of nonsense. Look what happened to so many teenagers. The curfew, the police on horses and all, so these kids don't do some troubling and dumb stuff. Like, to the young teenagers out there, okay, I'm 19 years old. I'm about to be 20 in November, okay? I know I look either I look older or young at the same time, but teenagers, if you're seeing this and if you're going public places with your friends and your parents are around you, I'm gonna say this, and let me just hold your hand for a second. Don't do something bad, okay? Don't do anything bad. Don't destroy anything. Don't ruin people's days. Don't ruin people's moments. Don't give workers a hard time. To anyone who works at a job, and to people who works at a job and had to deal with teenagers like this, first of all, I'm sorry that happened, but don't let anything happen to these young kids. I mean, yeah, they're kids, but like at the same time, they need to know what's something they're doing is wrong, and teach them the right way. And if they keep doing this, just get security or call the police. Either way, okay? Teenagers, if you're reading this and you're going public places or the boardwalk, anything like that, just don't do anything dangerous or something bad, because that's not gonna be great, and you might regret that for the rest of your lives in the future. This person says, when grown adults are obsessed with dumb stuff like love boo-boos, Stanleys, Hello Kitty blankets, etc. Right. Okay, I remember the Stanley epidemic. It was insane. Like, y'all are grown people standing in line probably like early in the morning. Like, don't you have work? Did you take off a day of work just to get some dumb stuff like that you're never gonna use? But you're like wasting time just getting some dumb stuff, and it was giving like overconsumption and all that. Like, I know about overconsumption, consumerism of stuff that's like a waste. But here's the thing, like, grown adults be acting like children. Children be acting like adults. This is like 212 or something. I don't know what site I'm like thinking of. But as I'm watching other videos about this, because I don't want to end up like these grown adults pushing and shoving, running over just to get like a Stanley, or just fighting over a simple product or something that you might not going to use forever. Just don't do that. Literally, just don't do that, and respectfully have some common sense, okay? Like, I'm not raised to do something like this, honestly. But I raised myself to know better, to not do something that people do, and otherwise, like, you're just wasting your time. Even if you have to go to work in the morning, but all of a sudden you just skip work just to get some nonsense stuff, okay? Seventh person says, adults bullying literal children. I cannot with myself, like, how are you grown people had the capability to make fun or bully someone's children, or even like your own child if you have kids on your own? Are
these adults okay in the head?
Like, only my parents only roast me as a joke, and I laughed about it. But But I'm talking about the people who took it too far on their own children or someone else's children. Grown adults, you don't do that to children like this, because that will affect their mind and their heart for the rest of their lives. So please don't ever do that to your own children or someone else's children. And it's given like you peak in school, like mostly peak in high school. Like if you're like this one popular person, and then when you graduate high school, no one's gonna care about that. Like I was semi-popular, to be honest, but like I didn't care about. But I wasn't expecting to get this popular or anything. I swear, I wasn't expecting it. All I did was just go on the media and post something that just being real about it. And now I'm here being real about it so anyone can understand. And those people who had no common sense, no brain, no money, no job, no kids, or yeah, whatever, something like that. So this is like, plus they're grown adults literally bullying children, and that's not okay. I mean, here's the thing, no one should be bullying each other. Don't bully, don't do that. Literally, don't do that. Lesson to adults who are bullying literal children, or anyone that's going to be bullying other people, stop it. That's not funny, that's not cute, that doesn't make you look attractive, that makes you unattractive and ugly at the same time. Another thing is, I'm not saying people are ugly by their looks. The only time I call people ugly is by their bad character and how they treat others. Get that straight to the point. This is the 8th person. The 8th person says, they lie to you when you already know the truth. I don't remember if I'd been through there when I found out that someone lies, and then when they tell me that they're lying when I know the truth, if you know what I mean. That's where I kind of distrustful, and it's gonna like lose trust. So if you're that person, if you know someone that lies to you, but when you already found the truth, first off, I'm sorry that happens, and 2, leave. Like just run away and get away from that person. If they do that many times, okay? If they do it one time, if they're being sincere, that should be okay. I mean, but the next time they do it, they shouldn't do it. To anyone reading this, don't lie to someone like this, and when they found out the truth, just admit it and just be sorry. Just say sorry and apologize, respectfully apologize, and be sincere about it. Alright, this one's, the 9th person says, let their dogs poo on your property. I cannot fess up about this. If you own a dog and your dog poops on someone's property, here's a simple thing. Pick it up with a bag. Throw it in the trash. I cannot fess this enough. I remember my parents had to warn me, like there's like poo, like dog poo if I'm taking my rabbit out. Yes, I take my rabbit on a walk. She's in like a harness leash. I do have a harness leash probably right there, but it's like pink. But I'm gonna get to this point. You should not be leaving dog poo on the grass for someone who's gonna step on it by accident, and they're gonna have stinkiness on their footwear. Okay, so again, pick up the poo. If you have a dog, pick up the poo that your dog did the spot on someone's property and throw it in and find the trash, or just hold on until you find the trash can. I know a few people who've been through that. I know a few people in my hometown went through that they accidentally stepped on the poo, and I feel bad because now that I know, like, yeah, this is like kind of irresponsible, and like that's another diabolical thing that I don't think anyone mentioned until now. So excuse me, I'm gonna have a water break because I said a lot of talking. I'll be right back. Just took a water break. My point is, the last part the person says, if you're letting your dogs poo in the property, that feels illegal, to be honest, because you're leaving some stinky stuff on like the community and like the environment, and I don't think that's good. So my only thing is, like, think about like you're littering like trash, right? And you don't pick it up. I remember I witnessed like people leave like trash on the road while I was walking with my rabbit, and I got so furious. Like, How are you so confident to do that? I could never. If I were able to like wanted to throw something, I just kept it a bag. My dad would keep a bag in his car, and I would say like, Dad, I have trash, and then he would put that trash in the bag that he had in his car, and if we're going home, he's gonna throw it away. That's so simple, okay? Like, I really did not like littering growing up, and I know better about littering when I was a child, because that felt illegal. So, clean up. That's all people want. That's all people wanted, and that's all I wanted to say is just clean up. It's your mess, and it's your pet dog that you have. Hey, so this is a part 2 kind of clip. In this one video, I got more answers from a few people right here, and also this is my art wall room rearrangements review right there. And this one right here as well. I put my my sports banner in the front as like my name sign. I normally have a name sign on here, and excuse the fact that I'm being quiet. I think my dad is sleeping, and it is currently 9:15 p.m. in my state. So let's get to the second part of the most diabolical things that people do. I'm just setting up my phone. Okay. So it's 9:15 p.m. and I'm gonna be quiet as possible. My dad's asleep, I believe. Okay. This is from the people on my Insta following, and I also have a few people that I text some more diabolical stuff. We're gonna get to that and more diabolical things. More, oh my gosh, you know. Okay, another one, someone says, destroying property at school for it to be viral. I cannot phrase this enough, because when I was in school, you know, I never done any of those things in my entire life. Even my young self knows better to not destroy people, the property that's been owned by the school and all, because like it costs a lot of money. And in today's world, Gen Z from today, recently, I mean, I don't know how long this has been happening, but like, for example, these Gen Z kids, I'm Gen Z myself, but the Gen Z kids in high school, yes, literally mostly in high school, but I don't know for middle school to be honest, they were doing the Chromebook challenge. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you're lucky. You're lucky you have no idea what that is. It's very dangerous, and also, I'm gonna say this, I don't care how old you guys are, but you deserve to be going to jail, because why are you putting yourself in this dangerous situation? And also, your parents are gonna have to be responsible to pay all of this, and why not? Because you're doing something that you're not supposed to do in school, and not only that, you're putting risk to other people's lives or something like that. Don't get me wrong, I mean, like, if people are gonna say it's not a big deal, then they're part of the problem as well. I'm saying the truth myself, because 1, that's not okay, 2, that's very dangerous, and 3, you can be in very big trouble. So Gen Z, mostly Gen Z, the people who are still in school, please don't do dangerous stuff that you're not supposed to do. Don't destroy other properties. Don't do this and that you think it's a good idea to post this online. I've been seeing it, and I've been watching other YouTubers who explained about this, and now I'm explaining it as someone who's not that famous on YouTube, but I'm just speaking the truth. I'm just a person who's just speaking the truth, and I just wanna have people do the right thing. You know, everyone needs to do the right thing, even when they're doing something that's wrong. The next one is parents not being actual parents to do. I'm on the ground, like, I've been a little like fuming in the inside of myself as a teenager back then, because as soon as I'm learning how parents are not being parents, no wonder why the kids are acting up. They don't know stuff, they don't know the real world in the future. And not only that, they're just gonna continue doing their own thing and having some behavior problems or anything like that, because parents don't know how to be parents. They probably see the children as an accessory. I'm looking straight in the eye to the parents who are, if you know anyone like a parent who's still not being a parent to their kids.
Someone needs to step up. Someone needs to talk about this more often, because
For parents out there, mostly the millennials, be
a darn parent.
Take your child seriously. Do not let
anything that's worse that's gonna happen to your kid, because your kid's gonna go ballistic of something like this if this something happens in school or something happens outside of this world. And if you're not protecting your kid, yeah, something like that.
When I was growing up, and to this day, my parents are so protective, because things can happen outside, and I still ask my parents to go out or be with friends or something like that, because you know why? Because there's still not so good people around my area to this day, and I still have to avoid it, and I still have some trust issues to this day, but like not really. I mean, I get to smile and talk to people or anything like that, but I still gotta be aware to this day. And my parents were right when I remember when kids were acting up, like every after school, like near the high school I go to. But like, yeah, my parents were right that parents are not being parents to their kids who are doing stuff in the outside world, messing around the wrong way. And no wonder why they be kicked out of some certain places, because kids are gonna act up, not so good kind of way. So parents, don't let your kids going through some nonsense stuff and be on the street, something like that. Be a darn parent. And also, I still thank my parents to this day, because I have the best parents that I'm still here today. Not a lot of kids had the thought of that, or not a lot of parents didn't think through that and educate their kids or something like this.
I'm just saying, just be a parent. Anyone who's planning having children, just listen, and don't do the exact same things that other parents do to any new parents out there. I know people are gonna be like, you're not a parent, you don't know what that's like. Even though I'm not a parent, I do know what it's like, and people's perspective, and what I experienced by seeing, witnessing, watching videos about that people talked about. I know what I'm saying. Another about like a lie, but it's about cheating. Can we talk about how cheating should be illegal? Because I'm so sick of this like kind of generation where people, like partners, think it's okay to like cheat. I mean, if you don't like each other, just have a talk with your words. That's it. Cheat, then lie about not cheating when there is proof.
Oh man.
Another one that had me fuming, that had me mad, even when I'm watching videos about it, because oh my gosh, I know a lot of my friends and classmates and people at college. My mom's home from work. Hold on. My mom just got home from work, and guess who just came to my room? Just to let you guys know, she's 1 year old, and she's very big bunny. That's how big she is. So Victoria's gonna be joining my YouTube. I mean, you haven't seen her for months, but this is her now. Look at how cute she is. Hi, Victoria. Wanna be on my YouTube? Wanna entertain the fans? She said hi. Okay, I'm gonna have Victoria. So I'm gonna... There's my mom right there. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm just gonna still pet Victoria while I read, or like, oh wait, where am I left off? I'm getting distracted by two things, so my apologies to that. Okay, the thing is, this feels very wrong in so many levels, and I was so worried. Like, my friends and like people that I know from my area and school or college that have partners, even then when they're younger, and for me, I still don't have a man, so, but I do see people in a relationship or something like that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope either one of them didn't cheat. Oh my gosh, like, oh my gosh. See, like, here's the thing, this is why I haven't do dating at a young age or anything like that, because I know what's gonna happen. But I kept it to myself because I didn't want people to call out on me and saying like, oh, you're so wrong for that, you're just jealous or something like that. No, I'm just saying what needs to be said. And clearly, that shouldn't happen in the first place. Y'all shouldn't do it in the first place. Like, this is like outrageous for me, to be honest. Like, to those who had been cheated on, I am so sorry. But for the cheaters out there, you need a reality check. You need some help, right, Victoria? Do they think they need help? Exactly. So my thing is, it just, I mean, it happens. I'm not saying it happens for a reason, but the cheaters are cheating for that reason, which is like not cool or anything. You cheaters are not cool. You're not only that, you're a bunch of clowns. Yes, I said what I said. Confidence with no remorse.
She's got a point. She's an icon.
Okay. When girls use their boyfriends. Hold up. Not only that, boys be using their girlfriends. Yeah. Boys be using their girlfriends. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Using people for the gain, for anything, stuff, money. I don't condone using people, something like that. That's another thing. Using people is another way to lose trust and lose someone as like a friend or a partner, or to be broken up with. Not cool. Again, not cool. Okay, I'm gonna do a little warning. It's nothing like that horrifying, but like, I would say this is very true to this world. So hear me out. The other last part is the poor legal system, defund healthcare, get rid of World Health Org and fascism, and vote for Project 2025, or rather people who wrote Project 2025. I'm not shocked because of the long list. I'm only shocked because this is so real. Because why? Why is this even happening? And like, in today's world, because of the
pumpkin spice, expired pumpkin spice of a president,
is another example of why this world can be diabolical and why people are so diabolical. Honestly, as we have this like pumpkin spice of orangutan, a person that these people voted for today, like, we could have our queen be the president, but no. I didn't mean to get too a little kind of political about it, but like, this is my opinion. This is the truth. This is the truth that I had thoughts on, that I kept in my mind with, and I'm just like sitting here having my resting face be like this about life. And this is not the life that I'm thinking of. Yeah, that was like, that was definitely like a short-term long list, but everything it was said is true. Hello, good morning, butterflies. It is 7:37 a.m. right now. I just woke up, ate breakfast, check on Victoria. So this will be the last part for this video that I'm filming, the last half, and it'll be all together. More diabolical things people do. Let's get to it. 4 more left. This person says cheat on their partner when they are dating. Ooh, another diabolical cheating. This is so unfair at this point, but that's how you lose trust and that's how you lose a relationship at the same time. Another one, the most diabolical thing a person can do is be racist with their own family. Oh, let me tell you, the racism that's being brought back in 2025 it's being normalized.
Oh my God! What?
That's very controversial. Like, does anyone, like, how come no one educates themselves properly and know the whole history behind it? And there's still the reason why people talk about slavery to this day. Because ruthless racists like these people who are still being racist to this day are not educated. They look like they have
a low IQ with no brain inside.
I'm sorry, this is not it at this point. Chewing with their mouths open. This one had me cackled last night because, like, it's not even like that. It's not even that bad, but like chewing with their mouths open, and then you're like, if that person was like next to you, I don't think I ever seen or heard like people chew with their mouth open. I don't know. I was just like, all I did is just mind my business and all, and I don't even like see others that chew with their mouth open at this point. So that was a pretty good one. This was sent by DM. It says, when relatives don't believe you have a deathly allergy, then when they cook food, they add in the deathly allergy of the person and make them almost die and think they're still the right one.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, but if my parents knew that I'm dealing with an allergy, they would just like right away help me out. And they still believe me because I have a peanut allergy, I have a seafood allergy, and okay, this is a crazy true story, and you don't have to believe me in all of this, I don't really care. I just found out I was allergic to black cherries after eating them. I'm like stressed out to the point thinking of that, like, how in the world am I having fruit allergies? All I want to do is eat fruit because it's healthy, and I just want to be healthy. My parents are being healthy as well, but like the fact that this is not the first time. I'm also allergic to bananas.
What?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
This doesn't make sense. Like, black cherries, those were my new favorite fruit, and now I'm allergic to them. And how I found out I have an allergy is I have an
Itchy throat, number 1, and 2, my lips are feeling like they're like in painful lips on the bottom middle part of my lips. So my mom tells me whenever I had an allergy, I had to put sugar, yes, actual sugar on my lips to get the allergy swelling down. And
to be honest, I don't have a EpiPen for that. I don't know if I have, or I just never owned one. But yeah, honestly, if the child is literally having an allergy, please take it seriously. Otherwise, your child will. Yeah, is the most diabolical thing people do video for today. I'm looking for a part 2. If anyone in the comments, or if I get more messages and replies to anyone who has an idea of what's the most diabolical thing people do, you can drop that in. You can message me and all. But other than that, thank you for seeing this, and I hope you understand that have Diabolical. Everything that people sent me and I talked about is what I'm stating of. I'll see you for today, and I'll be making a part 2 maybe in the future. Bye everyone.